What's up, everybody? This your girl CC with Where It Begins Magazine, and I got my co-host on the line, Mickey Monday. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. See, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, you too.
Thank you. We have a special guest on the line. We have Mynk on the line. I'm gonna let her introduce herself or where she from and what she do.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Mynk Amillyon, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, but I reside in Atlanta, and I'm a recording artist.
Awesome. Well, how did you get into singing?
I'm a rapper, but I do a little singing, and I got into it at a younger age, but I didn't start taking it serious until my adult years. But yeah, I used to play around with music a lot when I was younger.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this new single called Bags. What's the motivation behind that song?
So I kind of had like a life experience where a guy tried to prevent me from making an income or livelihood. And I just kind of, channeled that into a record, letting it be known that came nan, stop no bag. That's how it came.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so excuse me. So yeah, I was listening to one of your songs. I can't remember exactly what the name was. It that the one that you shot the music video with the four wheelers and
Bags.
That's Bag. Okay. So how exactly has this whole situation with the pandemic and a lot of things just not being as fluid as they used to, people going out and doing shows, booking tours and things like that. I mean, how has that affected you as a musician?
The only way I say it kind of affected me because the pandemic kind of kicked in right at the height of my my movement. Like I was just starting to get a movement going on, and my following and my fan base started picking up. People were starting to identify with who I am, and we were scheduled to do a promo tour, and we kind of couldn't do anything, because the world shut down. So only aspect that it did like prevent me from pursuing anything music-wise was just, the appearances, the meet and greet, stuff like that, just the people can get a feel for you in person. But I still continue to like make music and keep trying to put music in there and stay connected through my social medias as much as possible. So in a sense, I feel like the pandemic slightly helped us more than it hurt us because it made people sit down and have to listen to us,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep.
So I know you say you put out Bags, but then you also have another song that you're promoting too. So can you tell us a little bit more about your song Relate?
Okay, so Relate was more so, most of my songs I kind of try to keep on related to personal experience or things that I've been through or things that I saw. So Relate came about, this producer by the name of Busy May was just playing me a bunch of beats. And when that one came on, it just jumped right out at me. Like, I just instantly started thinking of things to say to it, and I just felt like Relay came about me just discussing the different type of men I probably done dealt with, or the type, just not necessarily into detail, but just hinting around the things of what women go through. Like sometimes when on our mind, maybe we don't want to be chosen, we want to choose you. I might not answer. I might answer. I might want you around. I might not want you around. But it was more so me putting it on. It's not all about the man being in control about who's going to dictate a relationship between the two.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So this is a song that's coming out later this. Yeah, I was about to say later this month, but it's actually next week. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. So tell me.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Just a little
Thank
bit.
you.
Yeah, so
I'm just trying to drop a single every month, and so just so I could just have a good catalog on me, so people could get to know all my different diversities, all my different styles. It's not just twerk music. It's not just up tempo. It's not just laid back at your music or bougie music, whatever you want to call it. I just wanted to show all my styles. Like I'm capable of doing all different types of genre styles, things of that nature.
Absolutely. Because my question was going to be, so you got this single coming out next week. So what exactly, what exactly is the end goal for you as far as let's say the end of the year to you know, the first quarter of next year? Like, are you looking to, you know, put together a project, or are you just going to continue to drop singles, or what, like, you know, what's something that?
Initially, I wanted to only continue to just keep dropping singles until opportunity presents itself, or some type of backing or funding, because I am an independent artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I only can do so much promotion and reach only a limited audience. So I want to just keep putting out singles until I have the proper backing to put a project out and do the proper promotion behind it. But my team is considering otherwise. But if it's up to me, which it should be, I'm going to keep putting out singles.
Right. Okay. That's what's up.
So do you think it's harder for female rappers to get in the industry than men?
Initially, I didn't, only because I feel like I had a cheat code. But the more and more as I go through it day to day, it is harder for a woman if she doesn't have the determination and the drive and the grind. Like, it's not just going to be handed to us versus a man. He can make a little tonight and blow up tomorrow, out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we do have to be a little bit more focused, strategic, and dedicated to the situation. Versus a man, it's easier to hand it to a man. And it's not easy to work with women. It costs more to have a female artist than to have a male artist.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't jump down into having a female artist. A lot comes with a female artist. Not necessarily talking about her attitude or any of that. I'm just saying, like, what it takes to have a flourishing female artist. We need wardrobe, we need hair, we need makeup, we need security. You know what I'm saying? The whole shebang.
Okay. And I also know that you used to be a dancer. Did dancing push you more into the music industry, or getting you prepared for being a rapper?
No, actually, a personal situation I was in pushed me farther into the music career.
Okay.
But dancing did help me make a lot of connections. So I was able to make a lot of connections and get to know a lot of people throughout my dancing career. But no, actually, I feel like if I was still dancing, I probably wouldn't take music as serious as I am today. So I think it was a blessing in disguise, me leaving the club, because it drove me to work harder towards my music.
I got you. Because I know, you know, here in Atlanta, a lot of people get those connections to be able to move into their dreams when they're out. Definitely. So what has been your biggest accomplishment so far?
Honestly, my biggest accomplishment is just being able to get people's attention. There's a lot of people in this business that never can get 1,000 streams, 500 views. You know what I'm saying? So to me, my biggest accomplishment is getting people's attention. Like, I would get people to gravitate to me. Again, I am an independent artist with no backing, and I'm pulling numbers, you know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Most people can't do that. So congratulations to you on that journey.
Well, thank you.
So tell us, Mynk, exactly, you know, who's been your biggest supporter? Because I understand that, you know, a lot of your music is personal, things like that. So, you know, in order for you to go through those situations and be able to channel your creativity, there has to be somebody behind you that, you know, that's your support system and that's keeping you going through all of this. So who's your biggest supporter in all of this?
Honestly, outside of my family, it's kind of weird because my biggest supporters initially were strangers to me. I met them along my journey through this rap career of mine. So outside of my family, that's a given. Sierra, my publicist / manager / everything. Sierra, my assistant partner. They have been very, very supportive, most definitely. The people that I thought would be supportive, they know where to be found. But the more traction I make and the things that accomplishments and things that come my way, they're slowly turning back around. Like, yeah, that's my friend, they're my people, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But yeah. Why you laughing?
I was gonna say, you know, sometimes that saying, you know, it's better late than never. Like, you know, it's like you might not have caught on before, but you catching on now, and that's what's more important, because at the end of the day, You know what I mean?
Yep.
People always going to try to grab at you at the last minute, but it's like, look, I got your attention now, so you know, you proved them wrong because at one point they weren't, you know, they weren't so on board.
Entertainer. So a lot of people took it as like it was a phase. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was a phase down here in Atlanta where it was like every exotic dancer was turning rapper. Everybody was a rapper. So it was more like a gimmick, like, okay,
Right.
she rapping, now she rapping, now she rapping. Majority of those girls that started rapping back when I did, they no longer rap. You see what I'm saying? So now that I see people see my consistency and they see that I'm really dedicated and determined and this is what I'm really doing, people are really starting to be like, oh, she really doing this for real. Because I get it. We all jumped out of, I don't feel like it was out of nowhere because I feel like I said I was doing it when I was younger, but I became more dedicated due to life circumstances. But at the time, yes, a lot of people did not take me serious. A lot. My own friends, like they thought it was just a phase. And now that they see like I'm consistently working, I'm still doing it, I'm moving forward to my dream, it's like, oh, she for real. Like, okay, let's take her serious now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great that, you know, you've been able to last this long. And, you know, this also kind of, what you said also kind of ties into this next question because, you know, you said you were in St. Louis and then you moved to Atlanta. So what have you noticed to be the, I don't want to say challenge, but like, what's the biggest differences or the biggest differences that you notice transitioning from one area with a slightly different demographic compared to another area where, you know, you have to recapture a lot of those, you know, a lot of those fans or potential fans to be a part of.
It was, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Honestly, it was a very smooth transition for me. I've been blessed in a lot of areas. And so me coming to Atlanta, I came to Atlanta 10 years ago. So when I came to Atlanta, I was still like in a corporate world. I just transferred my job from St. Louis to here. And then a homegirl of mine was working in a nightclub and I was seeing how much money she was bringing home. I'm like, I want to do that too. But she was a waitress. I started out being a waitress initially. So I started waitressing. And it just kind of, you working in that industry, it just kind of genuinely, you kind of just fall into place, if it makes sense to you. So it wasn't a hard transition to do that. And then I feel like I'm a likable person who wouldn't want to like me. And it was a smooth transition.
Okay, that's what's up. So
Mickey Monday?
for the most part, yeah. I mean, I was more so speaking towards your music to see.
Well, ask me. I want to answer your question correctly. What you asked? Elaborate a little bit more.
Oh no, it was just that, you know, your music, as far as music wise, like how was the transition? Because from my understanding, you know, the Midwest has a little bit. I mean, you guys have similar taste in music as far as like artist wise, but Midwest is really a completely different machine as far as being down south because there's a lot of people down south who are hungry and want to make it and things like that. And you know, like I said, your sound's not completely similar. So it's going to be difficult to, I would assume it would be a little more difficult to, you know, no matter where you move in the country, everybody has their own kind of style in their own, like, you know, cultural niche or whatever. So that's why I was trying to figure out, like, moving from St. Louis to Atlanta, you know, how would your style and your sound?
Seriously, like professional. I just started doing music professionally till I was already down in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
8 years already. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying it was like an easy transition for me. But back home, when I was home, yeah, I had like a little CD back in the day. You know, we used to make CDs that I like passed out to my friends and peers in high school and stuff like that. But that was just when I thought I was going to be a singer. Because initially, I wanted to be an R&B singer. And then I kind of got over that. And then when I came down here and started doing music again, I had already been here for a while. So it wasn't really hard for me to kind of transition because I already been listening to the people down here, things of that nature.
Okay.
I get it.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
we here.
So out of all your songs, which one is the favorite to you and why did you choose that song?
That's a difficult question because when I record them, it be my favorite at the time. And then I get tired of that one because the new one out, you know, I got the new one with me and I started liking the new one. But I do fall back in love with older music. But right now at the moment, my favorite is Relate because it's the newest one that's about to come out. And I just like the vibe. and the type of mood I'm in. But that's
Okay. So, getting personal, what's one fun fact about yourself?
I'm a goof troop.
Oh, well, that will be good for my trivia question when we have later.
Okay.
Awesome. So being here in Atlanta, what's 3 things you love so far?
The weather, the money, the opportunity, and the opportunities.
Okay. Yeah, it is a lot of opportunities here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you had the opportunity to work with anyone in the industry, right? Who would you choose and why?
That's a good question. This is the first time I've probably been lost for words.
And I did that?
Because
Yes.
I was talking about Dead or Alive.
I mean, at this point, you know, whoever you see fit, who do you think will work well with me?
Anyway, well, right now, in the current moment, right now, I would want to do a song with the baby.
Okay.
I like his energy, his deliverance.
Yeah, he's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So if you could choose anybody, period, dead or alive, who would you pick?
Oh, it might sound bad, but I'm gonna say him too. I would want to do a song with Michael Jackson, and I know R. Kelly. I don't know Robert. I wouldn't mind doing a song with R. Kelly.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's honest. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a talented musician. You know, he just might not be the most perfect person, but I completely understand that. Mike too, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. So, you know, being a woman in hip hop and being a woman in hip hop and you just seen the climate of the culture change within the past year or so, where you know, people like Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B are, you know, they're championed at one point and then criticized the next. You know, how does that make you feel, essentially being in that same realm where, you know, people are always constantly judging you, not even just for your music, but just for you as an individual?
It's just the world that we live in today. Like, people love an underdog. So when you're an underdog, they love you. They worship the ground you walk on. The minute you start winning, they hate you for doing exactly what they wanted you to do in the beginning. So it's just the circle of life. It's just how it is. And then you'll do something else spectacular and they love you all over again.
Okay.
Very well put.
I like that answer.
Yeah, that was.
I like that.
Thank
you. You're welcome.
So where do you see yourself in the next couple of years? What's your goals?
Sitting on top of the world.
Hey.
My goal is to be internationally known, a superstar, not only a rapper, but also an actress. Yeah, a super awesome mother. I just want to be a well-rounded individual, but mostly well-known in my career. I want to be very established with my music and accepted into the industry.
All right. Well, some of that's already working in your favor already.
It
You're already
has.
accepted in the industry. You're already working towards your, you know, it's your music and getting popular more out there. So.
And I need to be a little bit more grateful because I be beating myself up too much about it, thinking that like I'm not doing enough, I'm not working hard enough, you know. So I need to sit back and think like, girl, you only been professionally rapping for a year. So I've accomplished a lot since my first last August.
Okay. So are you doing any virtuals or anything on the internet or any, I know that we've been doing the drive-in concerts here?
Well, honestly, me and Sierra have just been talking about doing some things like that here recently since we got the floor going and we're finalizing a team and everything. So we're definitely looking towards doing some things like that for sure.
Wow. I'm gonna ask you a question because I'm curious to see where your mind is on this. So, when you were younger, right? What was the first album you remember owning?
It's an artist. Me on it or my mother? It was in my household. Do they count?
I mean, whatever. Well, let's just say, what was the first album that you got your hands on that made you fall in love with music?
That made me fall in love with music? See, it wasn't mine. I was being nosy and rambling through my mom's stuff. And she was playing this song. It was like, it's Bon and Ricky, baby. It's Bon and Ricky, baby. And that song came on. And he was like, Armed and Dangerous. Can't tell me nigga. And from I love music.
Okay. Dang. All right. That's what's up. Yeah, that was dang. What's the name of that album? I forgot what it's called, but that's a joint what after he passed, they did the thing with Tupac, they tried to do it with Biggie, but it didn't last so long, where they putting out albums with his
Rap
like verses.
So you said it was a song they tried to put out, something they tried to put out?
Yeah, they did that with Biggie where they just had like loose verses from Biggie, or they just like recreated songs. Yes. But it worked. It worked well. Yeah.
It did work out perfectly. I still about it right now to this day.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So I'm gonna ask you a more like personal question because this isn't music related, but it's sure. So tell us about your experience being a dancer, right? Like, what's the weirdest or craziest thing that's happened to you? You know what I'm saying, while you were, working.
I wouldn't really say nothing weird has ever happened to me. Like, I'm not trying to sound like all like that girl, but like I was honestly blessed to have a pretty smooth sailing career. So I would say weird, but the craziest thing I would say, I was getting dressed. I was over it. Like it was just like a bad day, like a slow day. And I was getting ready to leave. And I was like, I'm over it. I'm gonna go home. It was probably like 12:45. Mind you, we don't close till like 3 a.m. So I'm like, I'm leaving it. It's a wrap. I'm walking out the door. As I was walking out the door, a guy was walking in. He like, where you going? I'm like, I'm going home. He was like, no, you ain't come back in here. I said, boy, I ain't nobody finna come back in there for no $300-400. He like, no, I got you. Come back. It's gonna be worth your while. I'm like, all right. He ordered his money at the window. He ended up getting like 8,000, 8 or 10. I can't remember. I think it was 8. And he was like, come on now. So baby, I dropped everything I had on. And went straight back on the dance floor. And it made my night. And then he just became a loyal customer ever since that day.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's great. That's amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
She gave us an exclusive story for us today.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily call that a love story, but that sounds like a love story to me right there.
No love story. He just was a loyal.
Oh no, you and the money. That was the love story, not him. And you know what I'm saying? That's
right.
It was love at first sight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me and money. And my boy.
I got you. See, we right here.
I can't nobody come between it.
And that's how Bag was born. That's how the song came up. Could you?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Bag.
I'm on it.
Definitely. So what makes your music stands out from everybody else's music?
Okay, so I was trying to think of how I want to categorize it or label it. Okay, and I don't want nobody to take this offensive, but I feel like there's like certain different types of female rap music. So you got the little ratchet, pop my pussy, can we cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so you got your pop it, I'm a fucking nigga, get some money, da-da-da-da-da. And then you got the, I'm a boss bitch, I got my own, but I still could take your money too type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm more so in the bougetto category versus the ratchet category, if that makes sense to you.
It does. Okay. All right.
And nothing wrong with it. So you just don't get how you live. But yeah, I ain't gonna be like, I'm finna fuck them and get some money.
I got you.
Wow.
So Mickey Monday, do you have any other questions before we go into trivia questions?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not that bad. No, I do have one more.
Yeah, it's just basic questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more so trivia about you, not like, you know.
Yeah.
No,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? Oh, okay. So yeah, I do got one more question because I normally ask this in the beginning of the interview. But I wanted you to kind of talk more about your singles, but without using your singles. For people who are watching this interview and they're getting to see you, getting to know you for the first time, what's a song or, what's a project that you put out that you could direct them to and be like, look, this right here, yeah, you need to check this out immediately. Like the moment this interview is over, you need to go to your streaming service and play the song.
I feel like you should go to your streaming service and play all my music,
Yeah,
not just
that's
particular song. But if you're saying like one of the songs that probably can like describe me a little bit, Hit My Line. I guess I'm a bit of I'm describing myself, who I am, what I like, things of that nature. So Hit My Line is more so of a detail about me a little bit more versus the other songs.
okay.
But y'all should go listen to all of my music.
Yeah. That's the entryway.
Right.
See, that's the gateway. That one song will, you know what I'm saying? That's how that's supposed
Bring
to work.
everybody in.
Right.
Oh, what's gonna bring everybody in? See, I'm so selfish. I just feel like all my music is so awesome that I don't even want to.
Oh.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
You got a fan over here. I told you I was listening, so I got stuff saved up.
Hey, recite a lyric for me.
Huh?
Recite a lyric for me.
I can't recite a lyric off the top of my head because I'm a rapper, so I know my lyrics. I can give you one of my lyrics.
I
can't give you that.
Okay. Now that's your homework. You need to go learn the lyric or two.
And come back to you.
Do a video and tag me on Instagram.
I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it. All you got is your word, Mickey.
Yep.
One thing I never play about is my word.
Okay, well,
I love your energy. I love it.
Thank you.
But here's our trivia question. I'm gonna go with mine first, since you say you a goof. Mine is, what's the funniest joke you know by heart?
Oh no, that joke by heart.
You said you a goof.
It's a corny joke. That's
Yeah.
like, okay, so it's a real corny. So I guess it was like three. Okay, it was three girls. It was a green-haired girl, a blonde-haired girl, and a red-haired girl. Oh, it's the red? No, it was blonde, green, and brown. So the red-haired girl, what color I said? See, I don't forgot it so old. Okay, here we go. Start over. Okay, let me get serious. So there was three. It was three girls: a green-headed girl, a blonde, and a brown. And the brown-headed girl asked the blonde-headed girl, "How did you get your hair color?" She said, "It's natural." Then the blonde-headed girl asked the brown-headed girl, "How did you get your hair color?" She said, "It's natural." And then they both asked the green-headed girl, "How did you get your hair color?" She said, "It's natural." Y'all don't know what it is.
She took it off.
Huh? I couldn't make the sound. She was wiping her nose and rubbing her head. She was getting her green.
Oh, I thought she was taking off the wig. That's what you had did when you made that noise.
Rub my nose and make the sound, but I couldn't get it out. I told you it was corny.
Okay.
I'm still laughing inside. That was crazy.
I'm glad you laughing, because that was the point of a joke, to make you laugh, right?
What? I like you, man.
I
like you, man.
I made you laugh. That's all.
I like you too. Look, your next event, I am there. I'm in Atlanta. He's in DC.
I'm in DC.
I mean DMV area. So, but your next event, I am there.
Okay, now we holding your word. You got to make a video, and you got to be at the event.
That's cool. I mean, it's nothing to catch a flight.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm a real supporter now. I'll be there. Trust me. I'm definitely a supporter.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
And tell me how I can support.
We will.
Yeah, just
totally,
let
we
me
will.
know. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're in DC. And you're in
Yeah, I'm in
Atlanta.
DC. She's in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So my trivia question is, wow, what's a funny or an appropriate pickup line that works for you?
Appropriate pickup line for me.
Or a funny one, since you a little goof troop.
I don't think it's no appropriate pickup line for me. It's not one.
So then what's a funny one?
It's not a funny. We said something that a guy would say to me.
No, that you use.
That I would say, I don't pick up guys.
You don't have no, you're not off the top, you're not flirtatious with it and nothing. You just let people come to you.
It's kind of just natural. It just come like, I don't know. I just give off that aura like, it's me. It's Mynk. Like, I don't know. I had to flirt with a man before. Like,
I mean, I see what you're saying, but.
Or I just be, I'm straight and direct. I be like, what you looking at? Or I'll be like, take me get something to eat. I'm bossy.
You said something to eat?
Or anything. Like, okay,
okay.
So for example, I could be at the gas station. This is my biggest pet peeve. When I'm at the gas station, rule number 1, do not walk up on no girl in no gas station, ask her for her number if you ain't trying to put her tank on full. Don't come over there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess.
Yeah. I love this interview.
That's a good rule to live by, though. I like that.
Exactly.
And I be trying to be honest with people. Like if men try to talk to me or try to say something to me, I don't know if this is off topic, but who cares? I'm giving you some insight about Mynk. So if men talk to me and I be like, you don't want to talk to me. They be like, yes, I do. I be like, no, you don't, baby. I'm a gold digger. I'm spending all your money. They like, that's all right. I can spend my money. I try to scare them off. I try to say the craziest things to make them not want to talk to me because most of the time I will be wasting their time. And they still want to pursue it.
Wow. No, man, we love an honest queen. So respect.
Exactly. But before we get off, I know it's coming to an end. Before we get off, can you tell everybody where they can follow you?
You can follow me on all platforms at Mynk Amillyon, MYNKAMILLYON.
Ashley did the sexy voice. You can follow me.
Put your Instagram voice on. All the girls on Instagram, you used to talk to them outside of Instagram. They'll be like, yeah, what's up?
She is a mess. Oh, man. Well, I can say that. I want to say thanks for interviewing with us. We enjoyed you. You are so fun. Don't forget to send me the information for your next event because I will be there and I will post it. I will keep my word.
Okay.
And just thanks. Continue to grind and you gain a fan here.
Oh, thank you. And thanks for having me.
You are absolutely welcome. Really quick before you go, I just want to say thanks. Thank you for being a part of this experience. I'm gonna do my homework. Hold me to it, and I'll get back to you shortly once I, learn them lyrics.
You ain't gotta know the whole thing. Just give me like colorful little chorus or something or the intro.
I got you.
And make sure you tag me too, cause I want to see it. Mickey Monday, look, we both gonna hold you to this.
All right. Cool. And I'll put on live. I mean, IG. I'll put on my IG story, and then I'll send you something too. So
we gonna be looking.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. You enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
But Mick, you enjoy your Tuesday.
Yeah.
You are the same.
Thank you.
All right. Be blessed.
Bye.